Hey everybody, I want to make a quick video, show everybody what I'm doing with making arrows out of poplar dowels that I'm buying on Amazon for 15 bucks for 25. Not arguing that professionally weighed and spined shafts of Port Oxford cedar are not gonna be superior. They're gonna be. I'm sure they're gonna be. Uh, but for the typical SCA combat archer who's shooting out of a 30, 35, maybe 40-pound bow, and they're shooting at 40 yards or less, and they're primitive bows, no rests, no sights. These are going to be fine. There's a lot of concerns people have about the dangerousness of them. They could explode, they could break. Dowels are apparently made of TNT, and when I put the knock on, it's the prime, whatever. Anyway, show you what to do to check these dowels to make sure that they're not going to explode, and then you can make arrows out of them. I'm going to open these up, bust them out here. In the comments for the video, I'll provide you with a link to where I got these from if you want to try it yourself. They're 36 inches long, which is nice because that means I don't have to peel these stickers off. I can just trim the end off that's got the sticker on them, because getting these off sucks. It leaves a residue every time. I'm just going to grab one. I'm going to visually inspect it quick like, make sure it's not obviously screwed up, sight down it real quick, make sure it's not too warped. They're all a little crooked, but you can straighten them. And if you don't know how to straighten your own wooden arrows yet, you should learn, because it's easy and it's free. Once I make sure it's not horribly, unstraightenably horrible, I'm just going to take it in both my hands. I'm just going to flex it a little bit. I'm going to turn it 90 degrees each time. I'm going to flex it. Man, that seems fine. Seems like an arrow. It's not going to explode. Grab the next one. Only takes a minute. I mean, sometimes you'll see there'll be a knot in it. I'll flex them anyway for entertainment, and they'll snap. Sometimes they'll just snap. It's always exciting. Probably going to keep going here until one does, just to show you that they're not perfect. I just did another bag of 25 before I turned the camera on. Out of those, 21 were good. 4 of them snapped while I was testing them like this. Some of them you can tell they flex weird in your hands because the grain's not straight in them. You can cull those too if you want. I do if I'm making nice arrows. You'll feel when you flex them like this, they'll twist in your hand. They don't break, but they twist, which means they got a weird grain thing going on. I'm not a forester, I don't know what, but I know it feels weird, so it's probably not the best thing to use. You can also kind of even half-ass spine them if you want. This particular one flexes quite a bit more than the last one. You can flex them in your hands. You can pick out the ones that would be spined a little heavier or spined a little lower. At the end of the day, these are 3/8 dowels. They're made for lighter bows. It doesn't really matter that much. None of us are shooting, well, not none of us, but most of us aren't shooting 2-inch groups at 40 yards. We're just not shooting at a level where precision arrows are going to make that much of a difference for us. And if you are, or you think you are, then by all means, man, nobody's telling you not to go buy a nice set of arrows from Merrill Marketing or Viking Archery or No Frontiers or any of those guys that make great stuff. They're Scadians. Give them your business. But I mean, I'm already through about 3 dozen arrows this year, and I just can't keep as much as I see. There's a little knot in this one. You can't probably even see it, but it might break when I flex it. No, this one doesn't break. It'll be real exciting when it does. If you're shooting at that level, then by all means, man, spend the $100. Go buy nice ammunition. But it's ammunition. You're gonna lose them. You're gonna break them. I mean, even shooting indoors. Monday nights I shoot with this one's all screwed up. Can you guys see this? Yeah, you can see that. I would be shocked if that didn't break. It's gonna be awesome too. It's right next to my hand. Nope. Man, I don't like it. Yeah, there it goes. But hey, the rest of it will make a crossbow bolt. Monday night I was shooting with a group of traditional archery guys in the area, indoor range, and I'm shooting horsebow off my hand, and they're all shooting recurves, but modern recurves, and they're shooting aluminums or carbons or whatever. And it's pretty tight, and we're all shooting at the same targets. We're playing this game called 21 where the first guy shoots, calls a target and shoots it, and then they go down the line and everybody else shoots at it. And so there's a lot of arrows in one target, and they're coming from all angles down the line. And, you know, sure enough, one dude shooting aluminum arrows with really pointy target tips hit one of my arrows, you know, dead on at an angle, because I was shooting from one end of the range and he was shooting the other, and just split my shaft. So I mean, it's not just loss, but breakage, and it's not even breakage on a crazy novelty course or something. It's just, you know, shooting indoors, broken arrow. So, you know, if you shoot a lot, you're gonna lose a lot. You're gonna break a lot, and you just, you know, it's so much cheaper. You know, this is $15 for 25 shafts. It's hard to argue with $15. This is a bent son of a. I can probably straighten it. If I can't, I'll cull it again later when I try to straighten them all. But it didn't break, so good enough. Now, so far, this is a much better batch than the last one. Like I said, I broke 4 out of the last 25. This batch seems pretty good. I'm getting down to the last few here, just about 6 or 8 more left. And I mean, you know, some of them you just don't want to use. I don't want to shoot that. That's all kinds of boogered up. Let me just put that one over my junk pile. And it's just a cursory inspection. I mean, I don't know what your time is worth, but I mean, my time's worth quite a bit, actually. My time is worth a good bit of money to me. I don't have a lot of it, but I have enough that I'll do this to save, $30 a dozen. And, if someday I decide I need better ammunition, then I'll holler at No Frontiers or Merrill Marketing or somebody, and I'll buy some better ammo. Maybe I will. I'm shooting about a 70 Royal round average right now. I'd like to hit 80 and get my Master Bowman. Probably not going to happen this year because there's not enough daylight outdoors practices yet. Nobody can shoot 40. Nobody can shoot 40 out here in the wintertime. Indoor ranges go 20, 25. But, it might be that I discover that my crappy dowel arrows are holding me back. If that happens, then I'll shoot something else. See, this one's got a weird, you can't see it in the video. No, you can't see it at all. But this one has a weird flex to it. When I flex it, it twists when I flex it. But it doesn't break, so I'm going to shoot it. Yeah, so out of this 25, this is the next to last one. Out of this 25, what I broke 1 or 2, and one was all boogered up. Yeah, that seems fine. So out of that 25, there's 5, 10, 15, 23. Yeah, the one that was boogered up and one that broke. I mean, they're not the straightest things in the world, but man, they ain't bad. And they're wood, so you can straighten them. Anyway, Amazon, $15 for 25 of them.